What is going on, guys? Today, chapter 969 of One Piece is available on Viz. Like I said, I'm going to be reading that from now on based on how bad the scans, translations have been and whatnot, unless I hear that they started getting a lot better or something. So, yep, that's what happened. That's what we're going to be talking about here. Pretty interesting chapter. Not too much happened, to be totally honest, especially because of the fact that something weird that happened, and I'm kind of unhappy about, took up a large portion of it, but we'll get to that later. Starting from the beginning, we have what I was so hype about at the end of last chapter. As I expected, Oden was not actually going to be able to just kill Orochi right there, unfortunately, but it did get interesting because we get to see that somebody else, another Kurozumi, one of his family members, has the barrier fruit. So, for some reason, I guess all of the devil fruit in Wano, or more specifically the ones held by the Kurozumis, seem to just be scattered throughout the world. I don't know exactly what that means, but it is interesting, to say the least. When it first happened, when Odin was about to attack Orochi, and then we got to see, the guy doing this, or yeah, it was like this, I think, is how they do it. Yeah, that seems right. I recognize, I'm like, oh, what is that? Like, that's definitely something I can't remember it. I could not remember if that's what Bartolomeo does, so I was a little disappointing that I didn't remember that, but I definitely recognized it, and then the barrier from, like, oh my god, how did I not remember? Pretty awesome, though. Definitely cool. Do not understand how that got in Bartolomeo's hands. Don't understand how the other fruit got in Bon Clay's hand, but I guess they have. Maybe there's going to be more. In fact, I suspect that there will be. I think we'll find more of his clansmen have devil fruits that we've already seen before. I don't know why that is the way this is going, but it does seem like there's a pattern forming now. So I would like to see some more callback fruits, I guess. That would be really cool, especially ones like that where if utilized properly, they can be really OP, since, he's like taking over as a shogun. So it's really good for utility fruits like that. If you want to call the barrier fruit a utility fruit. I mean, since Orochi's so pathetic, it kind of is a utility for him. So, yep, that was pretty cool. When they're having this confrontation, I noticed that, it was just there. There's a woman in the ceiling watching the whole interaction go down. I think that's probably Shinobu, right? The female ninja. I don't know why she's there or how exactly this all happened or what purpose this is going to serve, but someone's there watching it go down, and I'm just putting my money on Shinobu based on all the facts that we have, so that seems reasonable to me. Then, so whatever goes down in this conversation, we don't know exactly, but for whatever reason, the thing I'm so disappointed about is Odin now is just dancing in the street, basically naked, begging for money every week for over a year. So, yeah, I don't know exactly what the deal was with that. I'm sure we're going to find out in the next chapter, since it seems like things are going down now, but I'm quite curious, because I don't see what that possibly could have accomplished. I mean, I guess Orochi must have forced him to do it. He must have said either you do this or I'm going to do this, but I don't really know. I mean, I understand that Odin cannot kill Orochi at this point because of the barrier fruit, which I am quite shocked by the way. But it's like, okay, but what can he really do to Odin? Maybe there's another devil fruit user, like I was saying, that we are unaware of at this point. I don't know. Seems interesting, but now that, Orochi came in, he told him what he did. Odin's had enough of it, I guess. Again, I don't see how that really changes anything if he was willing to do that in the first place. I don't see what leverage possibly could have been had, but now Odin has gathered the 9 scabbards, and it seems that they are going to storm the castle, perhaps, I guess. It depends on how much time was in between that little interaction and him assembling them, I guess. I'm assuming a day or so. But with that being said, this is super cool, whole final page and whatnot, but we get to see all the 9 scabbards, a picture of their face, and Denjiro is clearly Koshiro, right? Like, that is him. Like, that is just the same guy. Again, I don't know why he ended up becoming a dojo master and whatnot later in life, but that is most certainly him. If that's not him, then Oda is just doing this on purpose. I mean, there's no way that this is not intentional. That Denjiro is clearly Koshiro now that we get to see an adult version of him. 100% him. So that's cool. I'm happy that that's basically confirmed at this point. Technically not quite, but come on, it might as well be. Yeah, with that being said, on the final page was just badass. It's super exciting. The Hour of Legends is about to begin. This is my first time hearing of that phrase, so I didn't even know that there was something I needed to be excited about, and now there is. So I'm super happy about that. I'm very excited to see what this Hour of Legends is going to be about. Again, I'm really not sure how powerful the 9 scabbards actually are, the 9 red scabbards, so it's like, okay, I guess we'll have to see on the way. And Odin, I mean, he already was so powerful, and then even in this chapter it said that after he went on his journeys, he became even more so, significantly more so. He's basically invincible, is what it said. So they don't really even compare to him, right? So what is going to happen? I don't know. I guess he'll probably just fight Kaido, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we do know how it ends. So I guess we'll see what happens. I'm sure we're coming to the end of Odin's journey, maybe 1 to 3 chapters left until we're... And I'm guessing this might actually be like one of the acts, like just all of Odin's backstory. Once it's over, it's going to be like the 4th act. I could definitely see that happening, so that is interesting. Great end of the chapter. Really excited for next week. There's no break, so excited for that. With that all being said, I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.